One of Charlemagne the God's closest ally, Amanda Seales, not only exposed them recently, but I think she's planning something diabolical and devious for Charlemagne the God after a picture surfaced that I think Charlemagne the God should be very concerned about this picture. A lot of you guys already get it the minute you see this picture, but this is the beautiful Tasha K. This is Amanda Seales, okay? Nobody on planet Earth hates Tasha K more than Charlamagne the God. This is his top nemesis. This is his top op. The caption is, Winos, the interview is coming soon, side-eye, fire emoji. Now, the reason why Charlamagne the God should be concerned about that picture, not only is Amanda Seales sitting down with Tasha K very concerning for you, but it should be especially concerning. That picture came 2 days, 48 hours after Amanda Seales took to her Instagram Live to air out her grievances with Charlamagne the God. Amanda Seales was on Instagram Live doing miscellaneous things when a fan decided to ask her to do a podcast with Charlamagne the God. Now, before yesterday, that would be a pretty normal request because Amanda Seales and Charlamagne the God have pretty good rapport. We've seen them work together time after time. Charlamagne the God and Amanda Seales have supported each other over the years. So her reaction was pretty unpredictable because Amanda Seales put down everything that she was doing mid-sentence, stopped what she was talking about mid-sentence, and began to unleash on why she would never work with Charlamagne the God again.
However, I think it was only to a certain extent because basically once why would I do a podcast with Charlamagne? Why would I do a podcast with Charlamagne? We had great chemistry until I realized that he was a ridiculous person and he was a snake. So then we don't have great chemistry anymore. He's also not an intellectual. Like, he's read books. He's not a dummy, but he's not an intellectual and he don't got no backbone.
The only thing that surprised me about what she said was calling Charlamagne the God a snake. Because Charlamagne the God, for the most part, has been their useful idiot for a long time. Amanda Seales is just repeating a sentiment I think they all believe. Like, that community, Amanda Seales, Angela Rye, Tiffany Cross, they believe they're better than Charlamagne the God. They believe they're better than most people in Black media. They are quote-unquote intellectuals. They believe that they're up here and every one of us is down here. So yes, I do believe that when they turn their backs to Charlamagne the God, they talk about him in this fashion. Right? Of course she thinks she's smarter than Charlamagne the God. Of course she thinks she's better than him. I think the other people, they just play nice with Charlamagne the God because Charlamagne the God has been one of the biggest opportunity givers to them. He's been giving opportunities to them. Amanda Seales just ain't trying to fake kick it no more because they already kicked her to the curb, bro. If you guys don't know, during the election when Kamala was running, Amanda Seales went against Kamala and said she's not voting for Kamala, and Kamala needs to do more to earn our vote. And Kamala needs to actually put together a plan. Kamala Harris went at her. And when she went at Amanda Seales, everybody else in that establishment, Charlamagne the God and everybody else, kind of began to back away from Amanda Seales, right? Because Amanda Seales went against the establishment. So Amanda Seales, right now, on any given random live stream she's on, you can see her going off on everybody who's still under that Democratic shield, like Charlamagne the God, Angela Rye, and others. Like, she is very clear that people under that establishment are enemies, according to her.
Democrats and Republicans are on one team. Anybody who doesn't think that, anybody who tells you otherwise, you should not be listening to. That goes for Joy Reid, Angela Rye, Charlamagne, all of them. Anybody who is talking about Democrats as if they are redeemable.
The holidays is coming up. Let me show you how to make a couple extra bucks so you don't have to do shameless grifting like Tim Pool. This channel is sponsored by the Free Cash Reward app. The Free Cash Reward app is a mobile app where you can play video games and do a series of tasks and get paid for it. You won't get rich off this app, but if you need a couple hundred for the holidays, this is the best way to go about it. Technically, it's not free money because you're still trading your time to get the paper, but it's the easiest money you'll make. Like, if you got some free time before bed, or while you watch Netflix, or while you watch YouTube, or while you do certain things on your downtime, you can multitask, right? You can scan my QR code or click the link in my description to download the app. And you can play games while you do things on your downtime and make money at the same time. It's a great second or third source of income. I'm telling you, bro. It's not a scam. It's 100% free. You don't pay money to download an app. You don't have to pay money to win money. If you have free time, download this app and make money now.
He sits here and he regurgitates the same crap. And the people that he does challenge, like remember when he challenged Kamala Harris? Remember when she was on his show? And he was like, so who's actually in charge of the Democrats? You know, Joe Biden or Joe Manchin? And she black womaned him and started saying like, no, absolutely not. He didn't even come back because he didn't have no way to come back at her because he didn't know anything further than what he said. And then they have people on the show and they allow them to just talk they shit and they don't have the actual knowledge and the actual intellectualism and or the actual backbone to be able to check them and reveal the nonsense that they're spewing. And whether that's Larry Elder or that other broad.
Call her what you want, but you can say she wrong. Mama, I mean, that has been a consistent complaint. That has been something that, again, not Flacco, right? I haven't been saying it because y'all like to call me a hater. But if you go to the Breakfast Club comments, whenever they have people on like Ben Shapiro or Larry Elder, and you go to the comment section, they say, bruh, yo, the people who were on here to talk to Ben Shapiro or talk to Larry Elder or talk to these like political voices, these people are not like politically like caught up, right? Like they're not on point enough. They're not smart enough. They don't have their facts together. They are incapable of going to war or going toe-to-toe with Ben Shapiro and Larry Elder. So she's not wrong at all. So far, she's not wrong. Right? So far at this point, the only thing that's in my mind is what's making her be so honest today? Right? Because, hey, listen, man, say what you want. I've been hard on Amanda Seales on this channel, man, but right now she cooking. I'm sorry, bro. Right? Y'all can hate me for giving Amanda Seales a compliment. Right now she cooking. I feel like they done ousted Amanda Seales from out the good old boys club, bro. That right now she ain't got no friends and she ain't trying to fake kick it with nobody, bro. My only question is, why is she choosing today, to be honest? Well, it looks like she believes that Charlamagne the God did her wrong, and she answered my question shortly after.
Or the guy from the ADL, etc. Like, stick to rappers. Yes, Andrew Schultz can say whatever. And then he depends him. So, you know, go for it, Playboy. But that's not my people's no more. I don't do Christmas anymore, so my mom doesn't do Christmas anymore. What is that? What's your point? Back in the day is not today. And it's funny how people show you love when you're beneath them. And then once you start finding your footing, it's funny how they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, people know who they can control. People know who they can't control a lot of times. And so I think there's just been many times where I was confused as to why people weren't looking out for me, only to realize like, oh, it's because they can't control me. And they know that because they want to work with people who they will always have a thumb on. Like, I had a show called The Big Seals, which was basically like a mockumentary show. The name also, it developed into Amanda Seales is Difficult. And it was going to be like a mockumentary of me working in Hollywood. And Charlamagne was going to executive produce it. And so we were pitching it to VH1, and then his manager and his business manager claimed that he created it.
The reason why they're claiming to be a creator because they want executive producer credits. Because if they're not talent and they're not a producer on it and they didn't create it, then essentially Charlamagne the God and his business manager would pretty much just be giving her the alley-oop to give her the alley-oop and not really get anything back in return. But Amanda Seales is a creative at heart. And if she creates something, and if it's her concept, and you just approach her and say, hey, I'll help you pitch your concept, you can't tell her, hey, I want to, have some type of like creative credits on this. That's not how that works. I'll let you in on an insider secret that not too many people know. So when Joe Budden left Everyday Struggle, Revolt and Diddy wanted to bring academics to Revolt as well, right? And have Everyday Struggle on Revolt. Now, like academics was open to it, like he was down, right? Like he was open. So academics and his attorneys began to talk to Revolt. Now, during those conversations, academics learned that Charlamagne the God was gonna get executive producer credits on the Everyday Struggle show with Joe Budden and DJ Academics that was already created at Complex. Why would Charlamagne the God get executive producer credits on Everyday Struggle? That was a show created by Joe Budden and Academics on Complex, and they was just taking it to Revolt because Complex didn't want to like give Joe an extra $10,000 a month. That's because Charlamagne the God was throwing an alley-oop. Charlamagne the God, was taking credit for introducing, I guess, academics to Revolt when Revolt was going to reach out to academics regardless, because if they want Everyday Struggle, they was going to reach out. It's just odd. But Charlamagne the God wanted executive producer credits because he introduced academics to Revolt. That's how that works. So because he was introducing Amanda Seales to the networks, he wanted executive producer credits. Amanda Seales says, no, you're now trying to snake me out of what I created.
And then it was his idea. And my agent was like, nope, that's not how, no. And they were standing on that. Like, well, we're not going to move forward unless he gets creator credit because he created it. He did not create it. And then I had to call him and be like, I need you to call your people and get them in line. And I don't care, but why would they even feel like they could do that? Why would they even have that idea in their mind? Why had that not been clarified from jump? Is what common in Hollywood? People stealing your idea? Hell yeah. That the Hollywood way. People throw their name on your joint as executive producer and all of a sudden it's their joint.
The more she explained, you get a deeper understanding of why her being listed as the sole creator of this is important. See, Amanda Seales believes that she's pure. Like she believes that her interest is pure and her agenda is pure and is to serve who she wants to serve. But when she looks at Charlamagne the God and she looks at other people in Charlamagne the God's position and other people on the left, Amanda Seales believes that they serve something that she don't serve. And that's the big Z word that gets you in trouble if you say it. But she breaks down, I'll be real fluently, how Charlamagne the God and others serve something a little different from what she serves. And because they serve something different from what she serves, she can't make you a creator of her stuff because you are serving something that she don't serve, and she don't know what you will do with your, I guess, percentages or invested interest into her creation, right? You could get on as an executive producer and then turn her creation into something to serve something else that she don't want it to serve.
So, Glamour Mitch, the fact that you're calling yourself us Democrats is deeply disturbing to me. I don't know how in 2025 anybody with sense is referring to themselves as us Democrats. You are not in a gang. You are not in a clique. You are not in a sorority fraternity called the Democrats. They literally do nothing for anybody. So I'm confused as to why folks are still falling for this. And, Charlamagne comes down on the Democrats, but he does not in any way challenge them in the way that they need to be challenged. It's always the same crap, which is you guys don't try to win. You guys are always, playing soft. Yeah, that's because they are in cahoots. They're all served by the same God, Zionism. So here we are in 2025, and you see what's going on with the merging on a overt level of capitalism, of Zionism, of media. And you should understand that this is all very, very hard power.
This might sound blasphemous, and please don't hurt me for this, man. But the longer you sit, you start to wonder, man, was Amanda Seales the hero all along? Now, she did a lot of wrongs in her life, but right now she's spitting. Right now, she is cooking. And if this is what she stands for, and this the type time she's on, then we gotta rock with her. Because if she is speaking on this, man, then you kind of gotta wonder, man, hold on, bro. Was Amanda Seales hero all along? Now, there are certain things we can't get over, like her false accusations against that innocent man. All right. Her going off on Shannon Sharp after Shannon Sharp gave her one of the biggest platforms of her life. But in regards to this and the Charlamagne situation, I got to give it to her, man. She kind of cooking with this one. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Do y'all believe that Amanda Seales is cooking? Do y'all believe what she's saying? Let me know in the comment section, okay? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, then click on this video right here on my screen to find out why I believe that Candace Owens' life is in grave danger. I'm going to see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.